Hey parents, so we do not want our kids to spend the whole summer sleeping, watching TV, playing video games on those iPads. So this video is going to talk about how you can create a flexible summer routine for your kids. I know summer has already started and you've probably let them stay up late, sleep in late. They've just been doing whatever they want to do basically, and that's totally okay. But for the next couple of weeks, I want you guys to create a flexible routine that works for you and your family so that you are not dragging them out of the bed come August when it's time to go back to school. To do is create a bedtime. Now that sounds like horrible for a kid during the summertime. I have to go to bed at a certain time every night. It's summertime. They still need a certain amount of sleep, parents. So please create a bedtime that is flexible for you guys. Let them know like, hey, you're going to get to stay up an hour later than you usually do, or 2 hours later. But at this time every night, you need to cut the video game off, give me that iPad back, and you need to be in your room, in your bed, even if you're not actually sleep. For your younger kids, if you have a routine where you're reading so many books to them before they go to bed, if you need them to make sure they take a bath at a certain time, write out an actual schedule for them to follow. It might just be a little flexible. It's going to be later than the school year, but they need a bedtime. They need a bedtime routine, and it needs to be consistent, but like I said, it can be flexible because it is the summertime. Just like your child has a bedtime, they need an alarm to wake them up each morning at a specific time. Allow them to sleep in, once again, an hour, maybe 2 hours later than they usually do. If you catch that, they're probably going to get the same amount of sleep that they get during the regular school year. If you allow your child to stay up an hour later, let them sleep in an hour later. You see how that's gonna work? So the kids may not realize it's the same amount of sleep. They're just gonna hear, I get to stay up later, I get to sleep in later. But everything should still balance out, just like in the regular school year. So have an alarm set, whether that be an old school alarm in their room, whether the alarm is on your phone, or like I said, if they have a iPad or a phone in their room or some type of device that you can set at a specific time for them to wake up each morning, do that, okay? Do not let your children lay around and sleep in all day. That's not good for them. It's not good for you either. They need a specific time to get up and get their day started. Not only do you want your kids to get up at a certain time, create a visual checklist, a simple checklist, especially for your elementary age kids. Wake up, wash your face, brush your teeth, make your bed, and put on clothes. It doesn't have to be an outfit that they are going to go out in, but it needs to be something that's not their pajamas. Even for you guys, it's really good for you guys to get up, wash your face, brush your teeth, make your bed. That's such an important step in the morning time that people like to skip, and put on some clothes that are not pajamas to start your day. And eating a healthy breakfast, taking vitamins, those things, a checklist, something that you can visually just simply write down, jot down on a piece of paper that they know every day they need to do by a certain time. So let's say you say, hey guys, you guys need to be up by 9 o'clock in the morning. All of these things need to be done by 9:30. So that allows them to get up, get their day started quickly without dragging around in their pajamas, laying in bed, playing those iPads. Let's block out different sections of the day. Have a lunchtime. A lunchtime, like I said, it could be flexible. It may be on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Lunch can be at 12, but then Monday and Wednesday it needs to be at 1. If you're working around your work schedule, if you're working from home, it needs to be something that is simple and easy for whoever is going to be keeping your child to be able to keep up. Now, if you're able to send your child to the daycare center or a camp during the summer, hey, that's amazing. But this is for the parents who have their kids at home or at a grandparent's house. And like I said, we're trying to make sure they're not laying around in their pajamas all day, eating junk food, watching TV. That's what this video is all about. How can we stop that from happening summer after summer or break after break? Let's say after they have finished their morning routine, you say, hey, we're going to start the day off with some free time. I'm going to allow you an hour of playing video games, playing the iPad, watching TV. Let's go ahead and have an hour of free time. Once that hour of free time is done though, you want to set aside anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes of some type of education, whether that be reading a book, whether that be writing. You can have a writing journal, you know, those little booklets that you can get from Walmart or even the Dollar Tree. Maybe they work in that booklet for a certain amount of time. Guys, this does not need to be a long hour worth of work. Do not do that. For your K1 and 2-year-olds, second graders, I apologize. For kindergarten, first and second grade, you want to set aside maybe 15 to 20 minutes. Their attention span is so short, you have no idea. Anything longer than that is going to be torture for them. Now, if you have third, fourth, and fifth graders, I do think you can push them for a 30-minute session. It can be a combination of some reading and some writing, some work booklets. I would say stick to maybe some language types of activities to do with them. And then they may get a snack after that. Then after that, make them go outside or make them do something physical. It may be that they have to go outside for 30 minutes, or you may can find some fun physical activities to do, like on YouTube, that they do for 15 to 30 minutes. So you have blocked out a good section of the morning. They woke up at a certain time, they had their morning routine, they did 15 to 30 minutes of some type of work. They're getting another 15 to 30 minutes of physical education. You're gonna sneak in a little 10-15 minute snack. I mean, wow, that is a good chunk of the morning where your kids have not just been laying around watching TV. This is really, really important to do, especially for your younger kids. But even your middle schoolers can really benefit from this, guys. So make sure you create a routine that is flexible and works for your family. It may not be the exact same times every day, but you want to create a routine that they can get used to and they know what to do. So you can like teach it to them, stay on them first couple of days, and then allow them to do it as they should. I say after lunchtime, let's give them another hour. Let's give them another hour of unstructured free time. Say, hey, you've done everything you were supposed to do this morning. You are now rewarded with an hour of watching TV or playing your video game or getting on your iPad. So make sure you word it as if this is a reward for doing what you were supposed to do. Because let's be honest, at school, they do not have 2-hour chunks of the day where they just get to just do whatever they want to do. So it is an award, okay? Even though it's summertime, it should not be just lazy time. Summer does not equal laziness, and you want to make sure that you don't get into a lazy slump, and you want to make sure that your kids are not in a lazy slump as well. So they just got their second hour of free unstructured time. Guess what? This is a great time to say, hey, let's do another 15 to 30 minutes of some type of physical education. Whether that you make them go outside, like I said, whether that be y'all do some little fun workouts even together as a family, maybe some yoga, or like I said, there are so many videos on YouTube that you can let them pull up and you guys do together on the TV as a family, or let them go in their room and do it. But make sure that they're doing up and moving and not sitting and doing this. They need to be up, moving around for another 15 to 30 minutes. We know physical education is so important. For you may just as a family go walk around your neighborhood. It may be where you're able to take a chunk of your day to take your kids to the park every day. That would be completely amazing. If you can go longer than 30 minutes, by all means, who's going to put a cap on physical education? Not me. So do what you need to do, but make sure you have 2 sections of the day where you tell your kids we got to be up and moving. I think that it's like they're gonna love that part of the day, because think about at school, they do get PE time, they do get recess time, so they need that. They'll look forward to it. So they've had lunch, they had an hour of free time, and they have had some physical education. Guess what? It's time to sit down and do some more work. Once again, for your kindergarten, first, second grader, they may just be able to sit for 10 to 15 minutes. Guys, that is okay. Do not try to push your 8-year-old to sit for 45 minutes and do work. That is not okay. That is not okay. That is not okay. They don't need that much work. Can your middle schoolers sit for that 30 and 45 minute block? Yes, but even for your middle schooler, they don't need an hour during the summertime of sitting there doing work. Don't do that, okay? So let's say you have them work on some math stuff. Maybe you guys read some science books or some social study books. Guys, there are such great websites out there where they can do virtual field trips. You just want to make sure that if you are allowing them to get on a computer or an iPad to get their education time in, that you are monitoring what they're doing. Honestly, I think they've had enough screen time. Me personally, they've looked at the computer for the hour or their video game or the TV. They don't need to spend another 30 minutes staring at a screen. Get some old school books out, okay? Whether that be some flashcards, whether that be some type of game that maybe you printed off the internet or bought at a store that's fun but still educational. I would say make them pick up an actual book, an actual pencil, some old school paper. It seems so foreign now in this technology world, but they do still need that no matter what age they are. Are still working your same schedule. So try your hardest to keep dinner time around that same time it would be in August or October or November, okay? So by the time they've had this second stretch of the day, it should be time for you guys to be getting ready for your normal night routine that you have throughout the regular school year. So what time do you guys usually have dinner? And like I said, whether you have that good family time after dinner, or if you guys have like sports usually during the regular school year, just think about, okay, what does the timeline usually require at the end of the day? If you guys usually don't eat dinner until 6 or 7, try to keep that during the summertime as well, eating as a family, having some family time. But once again, it's time for that nighttime routine, and they will go to bed at the same time each night during the summer, even though it's not the same time during the regular school year. I hope that makes sense. So parents, I really hope this video helps you guys. There's nothing wrong with letting them sleep in a little later than usual, stay up a little later than usual, and have that extra free time to just relax. But we don't want to create couch potatoes all summer long. They need structure, they need a routine, and it really helps you guys as well. So I hope this guys help. Give me a thumbs up, share, like, all of that good stuff, and I hope to see you guys again soon.